Hey everybody, good morning. This is Justin Gravenbauer streaming live from Quito, Ecuador. I wanted to thank you all so much for joining this morning. I wanted to introduce a special guest of mine, Dhani Joshi. I met Dhani Joshi, when was it? It was about 8 months ago now, out in London for an internet marketing event. It was actually my first time in the industry. And we kind of kept in touch for a little while in between these points. And I reached back out to him about 4 or 5 months ago when I was really struggling, an infant in the internet marketing industry, and I wasn't really sure in which direction to head. And I was losing tens of thousands of dollars through paid advertising and, having shiny object syndrome, moving from one program to another, really getting anywhere. So 4 to 5 months ago, I did reach out to him because I saw a lot of success that he was having, him and his students, and be the best step for me to take forward. And my goodness, I must say that it was the best decision I had ever made. Very, very grateful, Johnny, honestly, so grateful. So how are you doing today? Good?
I'm doing awesome, thanks. Super pumped. Thank you so much for having me on here. And yeah, man, I'm just so excited here to share many things with your audience, of course. So yeah, man, I'm pumped up, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining. I just want to go through a couple of questions for you just so you can provide some value to the audience about your background and certain struggles within the industry that you had and whatnot. So I'm going to start with this one. If you could please just give a quick overview as far as for people that aren't familiar with you, where you came from originally and before you became a six-figure earner within the online industry.
Okay, so let's go back to the year 2013. Basically, around 2013, I had a decision to make two choices, either go to university or go out there and get a job and work my way up. So I basically had many struggles when it comes to my family. My mother and father didn't get on together, obviously, so many financial struggles my family had. So at that point, I was thinking, what can I do? I either can study and basically just do a degree for many years, or I can basically get into a job. So basically, I had to take that leap of faith of just say to myself, okay, I'm just gonna just get a job. Okay, I want to work in a job, and I decided to get this night shift computing job here in London, UK, right? Just working at night shifts. It was around 9 o'clock in the evening to around 6 p.m. 6 a.m. in the morning, and that's what we call graveyard shifts, right? But I had to do that because I didn't want to basically do. I had this belief in myself where I didn't want to do a degree. I don't want to spend 50 grand in some degree which I have no clue about. I have no desire about, because it's just a decision we have to make, right? Either we can work or we can actually go out there and do further studies. But in my mind, I said to myself, I have to change this direction. So it got to a point where 2014 came along, and I said to myself, I'm not feeling this job anymore. Okay, I'm not feeling this. I'm saving my time away. I'm working night shifts. I can't see the sunrises and the sunsets properly. My life has just been drained away. And I said to myself, is this what life's about now? Just working in a job for 30, 40 years and just dying? Okay, is this it? Because I'm already working with 50, 60-year-olds, right? And I'm earning the same kind of money as them. So I'm thinking, there's no point me even doing this, because number one is I don't feel happy here. The kind of money I was getting paid, I can't really do much. Just basically just get by. And I said to myself, there has to be a way out. Okay, there has to be a way out. I had this big belief in myself. And then basically I said, okay, what can I do? Okay, why are so many people successful in life? Okay, why can't I be like them? That's my belief. Why is it there's so many people who are successful millionaires and all these things? So then I became very curious by these things and trying to figure this thing out. Then this is how my journey started to success, internet marketing, everything. Okay, I pulled out my phone in early 2014. I said to myself, okay, how to become successful. I got out my phone, typed in Google, how to become successful. It's the first thing I typed in. The first thing came, top 10 ways to become successful. Number 1, real estate. Number 2, stocks. You can do this and that. Last thing said, working from home and making money online. I was like, wow, I'd love to do that. That's something that I love to do, working from home, my own comfort, where I'd have to come to work. I'd have to drive into work, being stuck in traffic or whatever it is in the morning, all these things. Then that's when my journey to internet marketing started. What do you think I did? I pasted number 10 in to Google, which was make money online and all these things, internet marketing. Then I got exposed to opportunities, gurus. I subscribed to all the email lists. I did everything I could do to find this thing out. Then I was buying get rich quick schemes. I was buying all these programs and you name it, right? I took out loans, credit cards. I was the guru's best customer. I was buying all the products as I could, all these high ticket products. And it got to a point where towards the end of 2014, I was in debt of $30,000. Okay, because I was buying all of these programs. I was spending money on ads. I was told to just keep spending money, right? As most people are told, just keep spending money. And I was making zero, barely any money. Okay, so then it came to a point where I said to myself, this internet marketing thing is not working out for me. What should I do? My parents are against me. My family don't believe in me. My mom and dad said, you're wasting your time. Don't do this stuff. Okay, go out there, go and get a real job. Go and get a degree. What are you doing with your life? Right? That hurt me a lot. That really hurt me. So I said to myself, damn, this is hard. Then what happened was I went to my first live event and I started surrounding myself with people who have the results that I want. Then my belief level increased a lot. My belief increased because now I'm meeting real people because in the UK, right, I'm the only one. I thought I was doing internet marketing. I thought, is this just a American thing? Because we get paid in dollars, everything's in American and stuff. So I thought I'm the only one in the UK who's internet marketer. But really, there were many people in the UK that are doing this. And I went to a live event. And that's when my belief changed. And then I found myself a mentor. This is where things started to change a little bit. Okay, don't forget, I'm in debt of $30,000 here. But my mentor that I found in live event, he said, Danny, if you want to become successful, you need to come to my $5,000 per person seminar. Doors closed one. It's only for 10 people. If you really want to make this industry, you need to be in this room. What do you think I did? At this point, most people give up. They were just, I don't have the money. Okay, what do you think I did? I found the money. I found $5,000. Okay, I still did whatever it took to find $5,000 in just 3 days to get to the seminar. And when I sat down in a seminar, that's when my belief mind started changing. This is early 2015, and basically since then, I just started learning from that event what I learned, started implementing every single day. Then I wasn't still getting results because I was not. My mind was still stuck in the employee mindset kind of thing, right? Not an entrepreneur mindset. So I started to work hard on my mindset early 2015. Then I started implementing some stuff that I learned, and then it got to a point where I made my first $100 in a single day. What do you think happened to my belief level? Sky high. It went up. Yes, I can do this. I just made like $100. That's what I get paid in like half the week or something. So I just keep taking action. I kept taking leap of faith, and then I made then basically I started just taking more action and started implementing what my mentor told me. Then I started spending money on paid ads, even though I had no money, but still made it happen somehow, getting further into debt. So it got to a point where I was just following through the process, keep taking action, just keep pushing myself. So it was around February 2015 or March. I made my first $2,000 sale online. Okay, this is when my life changed. Okay, wow. I made more money than I make in 2 months in a day. So basically, what do you think that did to my belief level? Went straight up. I said to myself, if I put more hours into my business and get rid of the job, I take a leap of faith, I can make this happen. I can make this happen. That's what I did. So I quit my job back then, and I was making a couple of $1,000 in a month, or $1,000, enough to replace my job income. That's all I wanted back then. Then as it came towards the end of 2015, I just kept taking action. Then I started to travel a little bit. My mind started to increase. Then 2016 was my biggest breakthrough year. This is where everything changed because I started to reinvest in myself, started to take more action. I got rid of the job. My boss said, you're crazy quitting this. I said, look, I don't want to do this anymore. So I fired my boss, and he was very disappointed because he knew that I was going to this online stuff. This is a scam, this and that. My mother and father said that as well. And then I proved them all wrong. I took massive action because I believed, and I surrounded myself with the right people. Then it came to a point where early 2016, I had my first $5,000 a month, started traveling the world. Now my family saw a different Dhani Joshi. They said, okay, he's traveling the world now. He's doing it. We doubted him, but look, he's actually doing it, right? So I'm the only one in my family right now to have this freedom. Then summer 2016, biggest breakthrough. I had a $10,000 a month, my first 5-figure month. And since then, my life has completely changed, traveling the world every single month, making a big impact right now, changing many lives every single week. And I have complete time freedom. I'm debt-free. I have no worries in life. I'm living my dream life right now, and I'm just taking to the next level right now by just keeping reinvesting myself and getting to new heights. So that's my story.
Awesome, man. Awesome. that always inspires me and everybody around me. Where have you traveled recently? I know travel is one of your biggest passions.
So around 3-4 weeks ago, I was in Toronto for about a week and a half, and then 2 weeks before that, I was in California for 2.5 weeks. So then before that, I was in Vancouver. Then earlier this year, I lived in America, Seattle, for 3 months. So all year long, I've just been traveling every single month. I'm averaging 1 to 2 countries per month right now. Literally anywhere in the world I want to go to, I can go to. I'm very grateful to say that, as this is what, once you learn about skills, this is what it's all about, right? Have the freedom, and that's what I can do. So just traveling all the time, everywhere.
It's truly the laptop lifestyle, and I totally resonate with you because, as you know, I love to travel a lot. So this really gives the opportunity to even your smartphone is perfectly fine too, just to be able to work from there and connect with people. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So one thing, obviously we can always hear about, all of the success and all of the beautiful things. But what would you say is some of the biggest struggles that you encountered in the online industry when you first started? I know you kind of bit, but is it possible if you can go a little more in depth, like some of the
the first thing is this, okay? It's not just about the strategies, the traffic, all that stuff that people talk about, or funnels. It's your mindset, getting that head right first, right? So you getting those thoughts right first, those emotions, those feelings, your mindset, getting these things right first, what people think of you, the belief system, the getting outside the comfort zone. So I was too comfortable, right? I was living my comfort zone. So the things that require to become successful is to get outside your comfort zone. So that's one of the biggest challenges I faced. I was just too comfortable, and when I stepped out of the comfort zone, then things start happening for me. The other thing that I struggled with was information overload. There's just too much out there. So much information, right? This product, this strategy, this seminar, this, that, buy this, buy that. But what we're doing is we just keep on putting more information that's going to basically overwhelm you, and you won't get anywhere, right? So that's what I suffered with, so much information overload. And the other thing was I was not focused on one thing, one specific skill. Okay, I was told to do this strategy, that strategy, all in one go. So I was in 5 or 6 different strategies whilst joining 5 or 6 companies. Who does that? Most people actually do that in this industry, sadly, right? They need everything. So with me, I wasn't focused on one specific area. So that's where I lacked these 3 things: the comfort zone, the mindset stuff, basically just focusing on just one place and just developing one skill. And these are one of the most important things, and that's what I struggle with now. So that was what it was in the beginning for me. That kept me back, hold me back.
Absolutely, and so many people can relate to that. A lot of people are, even people that are joining right now, are probably going through the same struggles as you did and aren't exactly sure where exactly to turn. And one of the things, there's probably a lot of people that are going to be listening to this that are very fresh into network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, and things like that. I know there's quite a few on my page. And a lot of them, I believe, are confused as far as, is it better to go for organic strategies to build your audience? Is it better to go for like paid strategies like ads, clicks, solo ads, and all that stuff? What would be your best advice for people that are literally just starting out? Obviously, later on, they can do a mix of both. But just starting out, do you recommend like more organic or more paid strategies? And why would you say?
So it comes down to the current situation of whatever you're. If you're working in a job right now, you have many hours. Like you can either use your time, or you can use your money. You have 2 choices. So basically, I will just set aside a few hours a day and start off with free and build yourself up that way. Because we live in a generation now where people want to connect with you and people want to see you as a real person. Okay, paid ads is good. I love it. It's where you can scale things and get things to the next level. But people want to see you as a real person. So if you're starting out right now, you're brand new, it's best to build yourself up as a leader, build up your confidence, build up all that things right now, and start getting outside your comfort zone and basically have your own online presence, as we call it, online presence. It could be your Facebook. Okay, it could be your Facebook, building yourself up there, and from there, organically, you can just build there because people get to see you as a real person. They get to know, like, and trust you, which is very important. And you can build that from there every single day consistently. From there onwards, as you develop yourself into a leader, then you can branch on towards picking another strategy or paid ads. It could be one strategy that you want to master, but don't focus on so many things like Facebook ads, solo ads, banner ads, whatever it is. Focus on one free method, okay, in the beginning, build yourself up, and then if you want to free up more time and have more leverage, then pick one paid traffic method and stick with it for 6 months, not a couple of weeks, 6 months. And then once you stick for 6 months and you get results, then you start developing this skill of how to generate consistent leads, and how to obviously consistent leads equals consistent cash flow. And that's when you can develop a skill, and that's when you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. So start off with free, and build that up, and then you can move towards one paid traffic method. So that's my advice I can give to you, because in the beginning, my mistake I made was I was throwing $1,000 here, $2,000 here, $3,000 here, which made me to go to debt, and that's what I was told to do. And if I had learned some of the free methods that I learned earlier, then I would save myself from those costly mistakes, because the free methods it's just much more better, because people see you as a real person and people want to connect with people these days. And we live in a generation now where it's all about connecting with others. So that's that.
No, thank you so much for that. And I can totally relate, because, when I first got started about 8 months ago, the paid strategies, throwing my money into, trying to promote affiliate products. And I lost a bunch of money in that. But there was one point where I was getting many leads. I think one email list for 250 leads within a couple of days for one affiliate product. If you don't know what to do with the leads and you don't know how to build the relationship with your email list, then that's just money sitting on the table. Honestly, you can either, and if you put the wrong content without actually trying to connect with them, if you don't know how to connect with them, then you could be just completely losing your email list at the same time. So I think as to building the relationship organically, people see us like this. This is the real us. There's no, right? Paid advertising in the beginning. If people know who you are, like Ty Lopez, like Grant Cardone, if people know your name, then sure, throw the money in the paid advertising. But people don't know who you are, their face in the timeline, and that's it. Scroll. Okay, this is just somebody else that thinks he's a guru, right? Making that relationship, like you said. So I really appreciate you covering that. So this is a big one, and I know a lot of people have asked me about, why it's good to have a mentor. And, I've my viewpoint regarding this, and I know I wouldn't continue to be growing where I am today if it wasn't for that. If you're in it alone, it takes so much longer. It takes 3 to 5 years longer. But if you're in a team, have a mentor, it really, you put your growing and your learning process basically into hyperspeed, so you can become more successful, because you're learning. You're not having to learn from all of your mistakes. You have the ability to learn from somebody else's mistakes, right? So I just wanted to ask you, it's so important to have a mentor, not only in this industry, but just in every area of life for something that you want to learn how to do.
The most important thing, and obviously, you have to have a mentor. You don't have a choice. You have to have a mentor. A mentor is just like a GPS to your success. Whatever you want to go to, okay, a mentor is there to help you navigate exactly where you need to go step by step. So you don't have to go out there and make the costly mistakes that a lot of people make, because a mentor knows what works and what doesn't work. So if you don't have a mentor, then if you focus on things that doesn't work, then guess what happens? You make more costly mistakes, and basically you're going to go further down into a rabbit hole, right? So a mentor, it helps you, to save you costly mistakes, and saves you much more time. You don't have to figure things out on your own, because you're so limited with time right now, and your time is limited. And you don't want to figure things out, waste 5-10 years like most people do. But mentor is just a shortcut that, for many, many years, just to a few short months or whatever it is. So end of the day, if you don't have a mentor, then you're just gonna be lost, because you need to have a mentor, someone who can guide you. It's like saying this, right? You're walking in a desert and there's like little bombs, mines in the floor, right? But that mentor knows where these bombs are and the mines are. Okay, imagine he holds your hands and guides you along going around them, so you don't have to go out there and blow up. but you can walk to the destination. But if you don't have that mentor, you're gonna keep blowing up and keep like just getting frustrated and just keep losing your body parts. So you just get frustrated, right? So you have to have a mentor. You need to have guidance. A mentor is just like a GPS to success. And you have two choices, right? You can either grind your way up, like most people do in the industry, by figuring things out on your own, failing, spending more money, wasting more money, just trying to figure things out on your own, or you can make the smart decision of getting a mentor and saving yourself costly mistakes, time and overwhelm and everything, which you're never going to get back, by the way, time, and save yourself from years and years of struggle. I would choose, save myself years of struggle and basically just buying my way to get a mentor and having someone who can help me right away and not wasting time. So crucial that you have a mentor. You never go the wrong route where you say, I'm part of a company and I have the company owner is my mentor. That's not how it works. You need to have a mentor who can help you every single week, who have access to every single week. That's the only way you're going to become successful, when you're very close to your mentor and they can help you every single week. That's how you can get to whatever you want to get to in a short period of time. It's your belief level. If you think you can't get to a specific income goal, it's going to take you years and years to get to 10 grand a month. It's your belief system and you're not investing in yourself. So I always value mentorship. I'm always getting mentorship. I just spent some time with Grant Cardone about a month and a half ago. So I value mentorship. I'm always getting mentorship. So never say that you don't need mentorship. You all need mentors. Even mentors have mentors. Okay, so everyone needs to have a mentor. It's so crucial to have a mentor. Without a mentor, literally, you just cannot do anything. You just can't do much. So got to get a mentor.
Yeah, like I said, everybody has a mentor, and we move up in levels, right? So you have a mentor right now, and Darren had a mentor back in the day, and continues still has a mentor, correct, in order to learn from, because there's always, if you're the smartest person in the room, there's no growth. There's no growth at all. You should always surround yourself with smarter people, because there's always something you can learn. But there's also something that you can probably teach them that they're not familiar with. So thank you so much for that, Dhani. Obviously, the workforce back in 2014, 2015, and then marketing, and you had your period of working. But then, and also this year, a continual breakthrough year for you. What was it? Was it last month that you just in passive income from
that was
a team?
That was just team sales without me doing anything, because just teaching my team and then just doing nothing. So that's a blessing. So that happens when you step into leadership, and it's just amazing.
Regarding to that, what would you say are the major that led to your success, your largest amount of success?
Stepping fully into my power and fully into my leadership. Your goal is to become a leader and lead others. And when I started educating the marketplace more, started to teach people what I've done with the the results that I've had previously. When I started teaching that, instead of just getting more sales, I became the teacher and the educator, right? And once I started doing that, then I became the leader in front of my audience's eyes and prospects' eyes. And that's when people saw me as someone who is knowledgeable, who's educated, and someone who they can trust, and showing them as a caring person who loves to teach and educate people. So that's my biggest breakthrough came when I started to basically just start stepping into my leadership fully and start to do weekly calls with my personal team. And that's how I got team duplication, because I started learning something and I started taking action on the stuff that I learned, and I got the results, and I started teaching that to others. And that's when I had an avalanche of income all the way up. And that's the way you get real freedom, because it can't be you making the money. It's got to be your team as well. It's about the team and the people. So that's where the biggest success came, when I focused on the people, being a humble servant leader, which is key. That's where things really shot up for me to the sky. So yeah,
absolutely. And I must say that your weekly training calls are phenomenal, because no matter what may battle or beat you up throughout the week, hearing that on Sunday is still to the fire, people. The fire, because if you start to stray away from the group and kind of do your own thing and whatever. Struggling, people won't even know about it, and they won't know how to help you because you won't tell them about it and or anything like that. There's always people out there willing to help, and if you stay close to that fire, like our little group, well, actually it's becoming quite a big group now, and Donnie's team, then everybody feeds off of each other. It's a collective. When we're all in the same frequency, we all feed off each other. When somebody has a breakthrough, like when you had that very big breakthrough month last month, when people were like, bing, 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 like right off, banging off each other. Domino effect, right? It was within a matter of what, 3 days? Three or 4 days or something?
Yeah.
Where the majority of it happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Success, then people are like, oh, belief level. I can do that too now. Okay, I can get qualified,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Get close to the fire and, calls, go to whatever you need to do. 90% of success is just showing up. So if you're on that call, congratulations, you're already a leader, right? And one more thing for you, Donnie. Lastly, if you could give any advice to people listening or watching the replay, what would it be? What would be your best advice for people that are?
I'll give you some very, very important ones, and you want to take this to heart and take it seriously. And I say this to a lot of people, and the ones who do it, they end up becoming successful, okay, and get into where they want to be. Number one is, okay, you have to treat yourself as an investment and value yourself enough, okay? You got to educate yourself. You need to be the student of the industry, and don't be the person who spends a couple of bucks here, a couple of $100 here and there. You won't get anywhere, okay? Spend money in your education. You're investing in yourself, okay? The best investment you can make is in yourself. And that's when my millionaire mentor told me that, I started valuing mentorship so much more. That's the next thing is you got to get yourself a mentor, okay? Someone who has a lifestyle that you want, who has the income that you want, and someone who you like to work with, okay? And it's so important to have a mentor. Number 3 is you want to focus on one specific skill and one specific area to generate consistent leads every single day and not get overwhelmed. Number 4 is have the right vehicle that can help you get to your goal. So if your goal is to make 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, whatever it is, then have the right vehicle that can help you get there so it can make life easier for you. You have to know your numbers. If you're going to join a low-end product and you're going to think you're going to make 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month and live a dream, it's not going to happen. The people who invest more in themselves, they attract people who are just like them, okay? The better you become, the better you attract. And the most important thing, the next thing is this: you got to work on your mindset, okay? Work on your mindset. You get outside your comfort zone, do the things that are uncomfortable, and start making these things happen because your goal is this, okay? Your goal is to become the best version of yourself. Face your fears, okay? Face your fears, because other side of your fears is where your freedom is waiting for you. So these are one of the most important things I can share with the audience here. Just do these things, take it to heart, and time is short. Create a sense of urgency because time is very short, and have the urgency inside of you to making these things happen. And don't wait on tomorrow, and don't procrastinate, because procrastination kills dreams. It's going to keep you broke and hold you back from getting to where you want to be. So take massive action and start valuing yourself more, treating yourself with respect. Then the universe will do its job automatically for you, and you're going to get things happening for your life. Your life will change once you start improving yourself within yourself. So that's what I can share with the audience here.
Wow. Thank you so much. And you heard it from the man himself, Dhani Joshi.
Welcome.
Success really does leave clues. All we have to do and look for them. I just want to leave it to one thing. Robbins always said he was talking about, what is it, the reticular activating system. Everything is within our focus. Everything is all around us, right? There's so many things to pay attention to, but it all depends on what's within our focus. Well, if you just purchase a new car, and then all of a sudden you start seeing that car everywhere, it didn't almost just all of a sudden appear on the road. They've always been out there, but you've been focusing on exactly what you want. There are successful people. There are clues as far as how to become successful from your mentors. You just have to really pay attention and focus. Okay? Let down your ego. be coachable, and you'll get there. That's it. Just listen, right? But really, thanks so much, Dhani. I really always appreciate all the value they provide for me, for everybody in my team, and for everybody that you are around. Honestly, your energy is always radiating with such positive vibes. Just thank you so much for you joining. Whenever you get a chance, I'm actually going to post a link for my personal development Facebook group where you found the link to join this video. And feel free to join in there. I'll be providing a lot of different content throughout there, whether it be, webinars, videos, quotes, audios, everything that can really help you to get you to your breakthrough. If you have any more information regarding Dhani, of that major breakthrough with his 6-figure year this year, just shoot either of us a message and we'd be give you some more information. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Dhani. Appreciate your time. Quito, Ecuador, all the way across to the UK. Thanks so much, bud. Okay. Ciao. See ya.